Good morning. There we go. Good morning, everyone. Gallentine's week continues. It's day 3 of videos around here, which is kind of crazy. If you are joining us for the first time, I am Melissa McLeod here at the Wool and the Floss in Grosse Pointe Woods, Michigan. We are a creative escape for all stitchers, and we love it when you come to visit us. Liz and Kelly started off the week with our big bang, a big banana bang of our Gallentine's party, our virtual party, I should say. And it was fantastic. And there were some things that they ran out of time to run through that I was able to show off yesterday. So that was super fun. Today's just a regular unboxing. It's a little on the low-key side, which honestly is exactly what we need around here. We are still playing catch up from Tuesday. You guys embraced our event fully, and we appreciate that. Kelly and Emily have been working tirelessly to try to process all the orders, and Julie is now working on starting to get them shipped out the door. So we still have a few things we're ringing up. So if you haven't seen a receipt or an invoice yet, I think Kelly's, we told her to go hole up in her office. We're going to leave her alone, and she's going to try to wrap it on up. So we are getting there. So thank you for your patience with that. Emily is here today. Liz is here. Kelly's here. Sabrina is here. Julie's here. Is that it?
Karen's here.
Karen's here. Thank you. I knew I was forgetting somebody. So we're a little smaller, but mightier than usual. So that's kind of the rundown. I've got some finishing. I did not pull anything to highlight from our Kate Dickerson trunk show. However, there's a number of Kate Dickerson things on the wall behind me. That trunk show is here through February 22nd. So check that out on the website. Everything is 20% off. The one thing I will say about Kate Dickerson trunk shows, she keeps her trunk show inventory separate from her like ongoing inventory, which is a little strange. So my point in saying that, and I know it's from an inventory management viewpoint, and my point in saying that is that many times you might find things at a trunk show that have not been in stock at a store for a while. So worthwhile to check it out. And on top of that, with 20% off, can't be beat. So I think that's it. So we've got, regular unboxing and some really fun finishing. And here we go. This is here for Dana. Dana came to actually one of our first retreats we've had, and she was semi-local to us at that point, but now she has moved. I think she was excited about this because Colleen stitches these gorgeous whimsy and gray stars as tree toppers for her children when they have gotten married. So, and I think Dana was inspired by Colleen. I believe that's my recollection, but this is absolutely gorgeous. She has the most beautiful Swarovski crystals in the center of those stars. Like, oh my gosh, what a showstopper. And of course, my finishers do a fantastic job. So that will head off to Dana. I'm gonna put this back in this bag super carefully. Thank you, Miss M. Then I have a couple of really fun stand-up objects. This is here for Sandy. Let's see if I can get these out of this box. These designs are from our dear friend Amy Poor. Let's see. I'm trying to get this out of this box. Is it gonna work?
Kind of snug.
Well, it's the top there. So I believe Sandy, I'm double checking. She sent the cauldrons. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And the cauldron had a little top, but the top doesn't fit, of course, once we put the fantastic needlepoint in. So the Happy Haunting is an Amy Poor design, and Sandy did a fantastic job stitching it. She did a fantastic job finding this cauldron. And then my finishers, these bubbles, the tulle, the bows, I mean, absolutely fantastic. So that is the first one for Sandy, and I'm going to carefully put this back in the box. Good thing I brought in some recycled packaging paper for these. Here is her second one, coordinating cauldron. Oops, sorry, let's do it forward. And this one, of course, says Eek. So Amy Poor designed these, and this is available through Melissa Loves Needlepoint, and I will show you the canvases in a minute. I do have all of them in stock, I believe. She designed them to be 4-inch coasters, so they could be finished to go into like an acrylic coaster at Halloween time. Slide these out, and you could have like a set of Christmas coasters and a set of Halloween coasters, and just rotate them through in your acrylic. But Sandy chose to do them as stand-ups in these cauldrons, and they're fantastic. And she's just done some interesting background stitches. And what's really nice about Amy's designs is she usually leaves enough open space that you can do some decorative stitches, and they're super interesting. But they're also easy enough for a newer stitcher to do. So we have Eek and Happy Haunting that I showed you. Also in the series is 4-inch square Bee Baddie and Spooky. Oh, and there's one more, and there's a pink and black one that says Hocus Pocus that has a witch's hat on it. It's really cute. I didn't pull that one down, sorry. So those are here for Sandy, and I'm happy to pull together a set of 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 for you. In other Halloween extravaganza news, oh my gosh, one of our favorite local stitchers, Andrea, loves Halloween as much as we do, and she has taken what we call kind of our Wool and the Floss revamp from Alice Peterson, because this blew up. One of our stitchers probably about 6 or 7 years ago stitched this, and it came out of a tournament. Normally it has a kind of aqua blue background, and Andrea changed it to this purple, and it is fantastic. Look at this fabric with it. Oh my gosh. Andrea provided her own ribbons, and my finishers added these fantastic lace bats, and this is just amazing. So I'm not sure if we have this in the building right now, but I am happy to order this for you. Just keep in mind it does come. Is the original one, you guys, the purple is aqua, is the green?
Orange.
Yeah, I was like that.
Right.
So she's color swapped
totally
both
different.
of these.
Yeah, it's like an aqua and like a bright orange, you know, like.
And it looks great the way it comes, but
really
Andrea color swapped so many things, and she just knocked it out of the park on this one. And interestingly enough, I almost would have thought she had the fabric to color swap, but I think she bought the ribbons and color swap to match the ribbons, because she sent us her whole bag of ribbons, which we're returning to her. And how my finishers found fabric that was so perfect, I don't know. But, oh, and I should have pointed out, sorry, I'm a little obsessed with this piece. She's done brick style beading on the bat, and it is fantastic. And everything else is just basket weave. So, oh, that's not true. The border has a decorative stitch on it, but it is really, really good. So, I love this piece, as you can tell. And this color swap just makes it all the more fun. Okay, Emily's going to take care of it for me. I think that's a very good idea. Okay, dokie. Okay, sorry, I'm out of screen. Oops, guess what? I didn't do that.
That's right.
That goes there. Okay, for our friend Leslie, I think these are so fun. We've not had these in a while. So these are from Bradley Needlepoint. They've changed their name so many times over my 10-year era that it's hard for me to get it all straight. But they have a set of about 4 of these that are different little reindeer faces. And then the finisher adds those fantastic, they're just pipe cleaners. And they're just so cute. I love it. So that's here for Leslie. Like I said, there's 4 different choices in that. I think they're on our website, none in the building, but we're happy to order them for you. And then this, oh my gosh, look at this darling stitched angel. What I really want you to look at what Leslie did with bullion knots for her hair. Again, sometimes I know I'm out of screen because I'm trying to show our YouTube camera as well as our Instagram camera. If you are ever trying to watch us on Instagram and you get frustrated because you've got to, you know, go let your dog out or pick up your daughter from preschool or whatever the case may be, and you can't stop it and know where you were, if you hop onto YouTube, you can start and stop to your heart's content. This particular Stitched Angel is in the building, so we're happy to send that your way. If you are joining us for the first time and you see something you would like, please just comment, I would like the Noel Stitched Angel. Please be specific, because Liz is moderating and she sees the comments on a little bit of a delay. The reindeer, how tall are they with the pipe cleaners? They are, here, I have a ruler right here. Sorry, Martha. I think they're about 4 inches tall. Let me see. I lied. They're 6 inches tall and 3 inches wide. So because they're not so wide, they don't feel that big. They're 6 by 3. Anyway, so please be very specific on any live video. We always assume you do not want threads. If you do want threads, just comment with threads, please, and we will take care of that for you. Here is the Vote Angel. This is here for Emma, all done in basket weave and couldn't be any cuter. We do have a fairly decent selection of Stitch It Angels in the building right now. They're 13 mesh. They stitch up lickety split. My friend Terry was driving to Florida from her home state of Illinois, and she's like, I have 3 finishes for the year. And I was like, what? It was like January 5th. I wanted to like kind of smack her. I love her to death, but you know what I mean. And it's because she stitched 2 Stitch It Angels in the car on the way to Florida because they're small and quick, a lot of instant gratification. Oh my gosh, the hair on these angels are so cute. These are here for Donna. Donna is one of our very sweet customers. She's so good to us. She lives out of state, but we all feel like we know her dearly. She's come to visit us. Look at this crazy hair. Can you guys see how she has her hair like sticking straight up? I love it. And though that bow is fantastic. And then this little darling also has, I think those are bullion knots as well, bullion knot hair. I mean, come on. They're like, you know, 2 by 3 inches maybe. And the fact that you can get these fun little decorative stitches in there, so good. So those are both here for Donna. If you like the second one, we actually have that in the building. We also have Peace, Champagne Angel, and I love this one. Can't remember what she's called.
Easter basket.
She's the Easter
bonnet.
Easter bonnet angel. Okay,
cute.
she's so sweet. And Liz even picked her out, and she's pink. So how about that? There are a number of others. I think the easiest thing on our website, still look for the word Georgette or just Stitch It.
Just Stitch It. I think.
Stitch It
Either
Angel.
Stitch It, yeah.
Or 165 dash, SI 165 dash. We'll get you everything that we've ever had. If it's in the building, we'll send it out right away if we need to order it. They're usually in stock with my designer. If not, they're fairly quickly to get our hands on. So, that's that. Next up for Sandy, another near and dear local customer to us. She loves a good dirty martini, and here's a little bean bag saying I love you, right?
Yep.
So sweet, really cute. So that is fun, and here for her. Janine Sella, she is semi-local to us. She lives across the state. I've met her actually when I went to Peacock Alley and I taught a class years ago. And she is a lovely, lovely person. She must have watched Liz's St. Patrick's Day extravaganza last year. I wouldn't say that's quite an extravaganza, special episode, because Liz has a lot of Irish heritage, and this is the Tina Griffin Celtic knot. And I'm pretty sure she used Liz's thread kit, and it is really, really pretty.
Gotta get mine. Mine is so close to done.
That's a problem with doing unboxing. We see all the things we're almost done with.
And creating content because we don't move on.
And here is also for Janine. This is the cherries. This was exclusive to us. I think it actually still is through the Plum Stitchery. Joanna designed this for us for our retreat 3 years ago. Can't keep track anymore. There is a stitch guide available for this. The canvas is back in the building. Stitch guide, Liz was reminding me, needs a slight revamp just because a couple threads have been discontinued either by the company or by us, but easy for us to update that and get that on its way to you. So we did it as a bag tag, kind of ahead of the curve, I think, before everyone under the sun was doing a bag tag, and we had it hanging off of our tote. So that is why there's this long cord on this one, but it could easily be done just as a regular ornament. And Janine, of course, is a fellow Michigander, and the cherries are kind of a symbol to us of the Traverse City, which is the cherry capital of the world. I don't really like cherries, so I don't really have them, but everyone says they're fantastic. This is for Anna. And do I know who this belt is by? This is from our new belt finisher. They are doing a fantastic job. The quality is really good. They are all sewn. There's a slight amount of glue involved, but mainly it is stitched. And for $150, the finish is a pretty good value. I think it looks quite handsome, and can you hear the quality of the buckle? Like, it just sounds like high quality when it's like clinking together. So the belt, I think the leather is available in 3 different colorways. They're kind of basic: black, light brown, and dark brown. This is the light brown, but they do a really nice job. And I think we're running about 6 to 8 weeks on belts, something like that. Maybe 8 to 10 is a better solution. And this is a child's belt. I'm so glad this came back. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. They did a really good job, because this was kind of rejiggered canvas, and it looks really great. So that is I remember talking to Emily about this. It's here for Emily for her nephew to grow into, which I thought was super sweet. Our dear friend Cindy. Cindy is part-time. She is actually Canadian, but lives part-time in Canada and part-time in the US. And
she is away from the frozen tundra. I spoke to her
Oh,
last
you
week.
did? Oh my gosh, I love her. Yeah, so she's in South Carolina part of the year, and Toronto part of the year. And I'm trying to see do I have everything out of here? I have everything out of this bag. So what do we have? We have a naughty word that I love. So I won't say it out loud. It starts with an S and ends with a T, just in case preschoolers are listening. And this is the grayscale version, which she did in all neutrals. So it's a little more subtle and really fun. And we can order that for you. We've had that in the past. This is one of the Christine Kingston. Here we go.
That was our spooktacular, one of your specials.
Oh, it was.
So cute. Yes, one of
True.
the Christine Kingston baubles. These come in both 13 and 18 mesh, but you know, we all love a good 13 mesh project, especially if you're like 10 o'clock at night and you can't sleep for whatever reason, but your eyes are tired. 13 mesh is the way to go. Cindy has a whole tree of pig ornaments. So whenever I am at market, I'm always sending her pictures of pig things I have found. And this one is in a special cutie, and I picked this up for her. I think this is from Susan Roberts. Yes, also on 13 mesh. Little mini sack, finished open. If you send us a mini sack, let us know if you want it finished closed or open. Here is the Florida tone on tone pink canvas. Is this Atlantic blue, Emily? Do you remember?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah,
I don't know for positive.
Liz thought so
But I
too, and I said
yeah.
that works for me. We've had this before. We can check that out for you, but really, really fun with all of the different icons of Florida. A Kathy Schenkel star. How cute is she? I have her in my stash. See, this is where all the guilt comes from every now and then. I have actually a really cute feather boa wreath and a whole set of Kathy Schenkel stars that I want to put together. And, you know, some of them are finished, some of them aren't. The wreath's waiting its turn in the finishing line, but I got to get my ornaments done. And you'll recognize that reindeer we saw earlier from Bradley Needlepoint. This is kind of the same version, but with the spooky pumpkins. So I think there's 4 to 6 in this series as well, and really creepy and good. I love that my finishers put the Arctic rays in Halloween ornaments. Fantastic, and that fabric is great. So those are all here for Cindy. This is here for Nicole. She is local to us. This is canvas she picked up here, and this is from Rachel Berry, and I know you're seeing it backwards on Instagram, but it says hello little one on the top. There's a little piece of thread on there I'm going to knock off. Could not be any sweeter. So cute. So that's here for Nicole. Next up for Mary. Mary is also local to us, and she must have made this, or actually maybe it's for herself. Bryn Mawr is a college in Philadelphia, of course, and fantastic. So these are from Kathy Schenkel, and Kathy does so many colleges. If you are looking for something for a graduation gift, whatever. Kathy Schenkel has great 4-inch rounds. When you go on her website, they are shown in a way that doesn't look as good as they do in real life, if that makes any sense. She's got some fantastic designs. This is here from Mary Kay. And this is maybe just a little too late. Sorry, Mary Kay, but we haven't had it for that long. So, but this is the February 14th design from Heidi Stanley. So we can order that for you. We've had that before. I don't think we have it right now. I didn't actually get a chance to look this morning. Like I said, we've been kind of running around here. So I think if we'd had it though, we would have shown it off this week. So this is here for Susan Cheney. I got to talk to Susan a little bit a couple weeks ago, which was really fun. And this is from Alice Peterson, I believe, the Polar Bear and Baby, and she's had us finish it in our snow globe style, which I think is really fun. We can do this snow globe finish where it has the plastic top and there's some sort of glitter or snowballs or whatever inside. They usually put a little pom-pom trim around. Yes, it can be embroidered. The only limitations on this is the size of this plastic piece. So it has to be exactly 3 inches or exactly 4 inches, but that's called the snow globe finish. And I think it's a really fun way to shake things up a little bit on the Christmas tree, pardon the pun. So there we have it. This is here for Joyce. Joyce was supposed to come to, I think, our last retreat and had to cancel, and I think she's coming to this one. Is she able this time? I think so.
I'm sorry.
Liz
No
is like,
good.
I don't know, Melissa. There's too
many.
many balls in the air right now. But this is from Laura Love. This is one of her botanical ornaments. It's Peace, Joy, Love, and Noel, maybe. There's 4 in the series. Do you remember, Emily?
What?
In this series, there's
Peace, joy, love. I think
Hope?
there's 4.
Hope.
Yeah, hope. I think
I said
so.
Noel, but I think Hope's right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Thank you. Together we have a brain around here. By ourselves, not so much.
I love
This
those.
is it usually comes with the white background, and Joyce chose to put this blue background on it, which I think is fantastic. There's also a set in burgundy.
White, blue, or white, green,
green.
and burgundy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so too. But she changed it to blue, and I think it looks
Yeah,
really good.
Really pretty.
Okay, this is for Carol. Carol is local to us, and what's also local to us is the designer. This is from Tina Griffin. Eyeglass case, so beautiful. We can order this for you. Tina is also, you may recognize the designer of the topiary backgammon board that we have sold. I think we are out of stock on the backgammon board right now. We can order this eyeglass case for you. It does come double-sided, and Carol did use both sides, but you can see how it would have also been really pretty just to do one side with fabric on the back and then maybe use this for a separate eyeglass case with matching fabric. So you could have like one for your regular glasses, one for your reading glasses. Choice is yours. So that's here for Carol. This little cutie pie is here for Nancy. I don't think we have these in the building right now either. It is so hard to keep anything in the building right now. We are so fortunate to have been so busy. And that is the Harrods shopping bag. We can order that for you. We typically, this is an actual Harrods bear that I believe Nancy provided us. We do have bears that we can provide, but they do not come from Great Britain. Thank you, tariffs. We just have some that we can get locally that look very similar. They just don't have the Harrods bow on them. So those can be ordered, so let us know. And next up, what is this cute thing? Oh, so sweet. This is here for Miriam. This is one of Liz's besties.
My girl.
Love you so much. How cute is that? This is from Good Point, I believe. Yeah, Initial K.
I don't
Sorry.
know. I could be wrong.
We've
No,
sold
Good
these
Point, I think
before.
you're right.
Let's see if I have any. Oh, it's from Little Stitches Needleworks. So Emily and I are both wrong. How about that?
Good
But we
college
can
try.
order that for you for sure. And this, look at this pink, like glistening fabric. So good. And the painted feet, the bows, just comes together fantastically well. So that's here for Miriam.
I'm multitasking.
usual.
We're good. We're good. We're getting. And this is also Atlantic Blue.
No, that one is Love MHB.
Oh, because it actually says also for Miriam. The beach ball canvas, and finished very wide and gusseted, kind of like a beach ball. How darling is that? So that is here for Miriam. She did ask specifically for a 1.5 inch gusset. That is not our default, but I think it translates really well on this piece. So good job, Miriam. Okay, so next up, I have some canvases. I have some self-finishing. I have a little bit of a highlight from Gallentine's. Maybe we'll go right there. We talked about this on Tuesday. I woke up one day, like the beginning of January, and I thought, you know, Amy Poor in her line has this love heart that I've always wanted to stitch. I feel like I should stitch that for the Gallentine's thing. And then I decided, well, if I'm going to stitch it, I should really make it an event. So in case you didn't listen to us on Tuesday, in case you didn't listen in on Tuesday, I decided, like I said, it was the beginning of January. I reached out to my painting service and said, is there any way I could get a large number of this canvas by February 1st? And they said yes. So I came into the shop the next day and I said to Colleen, who manages all our threads, I have this idea, which anytime I say in this building, I have this idea, all the Flossettes look at me and kind of cower. But Colleen's like, sure, let's walk around. We found threads that we knew that we could source in a 3 to 4 week window, which honestly right now is really, really hard. But Colleen knows our vendors so well. She works with them so fantastically. I'm so lucky to have her as the liaison for that job. And so we walked around. I picked a giant bag of threads that I worked from, and I stitched up this piece in probably a week. It didn't take very long. There are 28 stripes on this piece. And here's the blank canvas, and here's the threads, and we are selling this as a kit. The canvas and the threads is $212?
210.
210? 212?
You guys told me 210.
210, 212, $2 off. I don't know. I think it's 212. Oh, and when I finished stitching it, Kirsty was here and she said, you know what? I could squeeze in that finish for you, and look at what a great job she did. So, and then I found this fantastic, what am I trying to say? It's check glass. It is an antique reproduction,
Yes.
right?
Of a hobnail vase.
Of a hobnail vase.
Bohemian glass or
crystal.
something.
It
Yeah,
is
crystal.
so good, and then filled with these
Very nice.
colored beads. Kirsty had the idea of putting it on a stick to put it in this vase when I found the vase.
Bohemian crystal.
Then I think it was Kelly or Liz, I can't remember, who said, well, I think we need to add a ruffle so it's in scale, because I always lean on Liz for scale things with her background. She's really, really great at that. And it just all came together into a beautiful, beautiful piece. So those of you that already ordered this, they are being shipped literally as we speak. I think we have about 10 kits left. So if you want a kit, let us know. It is being done as a stitch along. So what will happen is you will receive this in the mail. And this is all you're gonna get. It's gonna have a little QR code on there on the back that will send you to a blog post that will identify each of the stripes. Then starting next Thursday, is that right?
Yes.
Yes, we've changed our minds. I was more looking at Liz, but
Yep.
Liz is trying to type and then I'm asking her questions, so sorry. Starting next Thursday, you will get a daily email that will lead you on to the next stripe. So there are 28 stripes, or I think there's actually 27 stripes, plus the 28th spot is the beading on the words. And you'll have a fantastic piece. You'll have kind of like a little border book at the ready for you to use for other things. And I did, gotta pick this up again, go back to my vendor for this hobnail vase. I bought one to start with because I wasn't sure I would like it. When it came, I fell in love with it. And I ordered everything they had. So if you are interested in the vase for the finishing of it at some point. Like I said, you'll get this done in a couple weeks if you like just stay with the program, because you will get daily emails for 14 days, and it's literally probably a half hour of stitching a day, maybe. So I did order those. We sold a number of took a number of pre-orders for them on Tuesday, but I think there's a handful left, but I've been told that I cannot get any more vases. So if you will want a vase for future finishing, now is the time. What I love about the vase too is, like I said, it's heirloom quality. It is the type of thing that is worthy of our needlepoint, and that's sometimes hard to find. I know that sounds kind of snobby, but we put a lot of time, effort, and money into our stitching. It deserves to be in a quality piece that reflects the heirloom quality of it. So that is that. There will be some other things that we highlighted on Gallentine's Day that will be released to the website tonight, I believe. So that's where we're at. Okay. Whew. Other accessories. We got a restock. I had a special order of the Christmas cookie plate from Officially Needlepoint with darling little Snoopy on there. This is officially licensed, of course. Very high quality magnets on these, $21. I think we had a special order for 4 of them, so I might only have 1 in the building, but I can get more of these. Also in Needle Minder land, these 2 needle minders are exclusive to us. We were fortunate enough to be chosen as a preferred shop for the Kelly Clark Flamingo Zoom class that she is hosting, I believe, February 20th. Those kits were all pulled together. They were all sent out around February 1st, so everyone had time to get their things organized. During that process, I reached out to my friend Kelly Boverman at Bovair Arts and said, any chance you'd want to do some flamingo needle minders to go with this class? So they have been available for pre-order on our website. If you pre-ordered them, they've already been shipped to you, I think just in the last day or 2, so you'll have them in time for the class. If you were hemming and hawing about them, don't. They're so beautiful. Here is the flamingo. Here's Fanny Flamingo herself in all her glory. So good. And so these are from Bovair Arts. Look at the detail on that hand painting, fused glass, so good. So they are $60. So there is Fanny Flamingo. I just have a couple, I ordered a couple extra. And ironically, on Kelly's piece, there's some really interesting greenery and borders, and I didn't think I would love this the way I do. I mean, this is so beautiful.
It's navy and pink, Melissa.
Oh my
It's
God,
up your
I
alley.
know, but I just, I thought, well, she was doing these 2. Of course I was gonna like the flamingo better, but I don't know, this one has actually sold just as much as the flamingo, and Kelly and Eli are a fantastic team, and it is just gorgeous. So these 2 are exclusive to us. There's a handful left in the shop, maybe 4 of each, I think.
I think maybe 6 of each.
But I can probably get her to make more, I think. So that's that. For those of you that are traveling and don't want to take your stands with you, I did arrange for a restock from my friend Ellen at Mary L. For her. These are 2-pound weights. They were designed in conjunction with Tony Maneri. They're very kind of low profile, and they have this little handle, and of course beautifully packaged, because Ellen always does that. There are 5 different fabrics, so I'm going to show you these. But for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about with a frame weight, you're like, what do you use that for? Well, if you need an extra hand when you are stitching, you can sometimes put your framed canvas in a frame clamp on some sort of stand. It's a very expensive endeavor. This is a $68 solution made from Liberty Fabrics. So in this case, if you're working at a table, you would put the, could you maybe take these offline?
Yeah.
Sorry, I think from what I'm seeing, you can double check with Liz. So you could put your framed canvas on the edge of a table, and this will hold your canvas so it hangs out over the table. So this is the Lilac Liberty storefront pattern. This is the Marnie pattern, this pink and blue Marnie. So please claim these by pattern name. This is the Emily Bell.
Yeah, they're not online.
Okay, they were up for pre-order at one point, so that's all. Thank you, because they for sure were. Emily Bell in cobalt. Emily Bell in cobalt. And then, not to cause any confusion, but this is the hot pink Emily Bell. Again, these are all Liberty fabrics. They're all quilted. The quality is amazing. I saw someone, maybe it was Jennifer, say, oh no, it was Cindy, saying it's the best frame weight she's used. And this is the red and white floral. So we love these. They're heavy enough to do the work without being so large. Because sometimes, especially even with a small canvas, if you have it on a 9x9 frame or whatever, some of the bigger frame weights become a little hard to use. So we love them. I love the bigger frame weights. Of course, you know, I love a good tool. Anything that makes our stitching life easier then brings us more joy. So that's fantastic. Quick sip of water from my, do you guys see my cute cup? The gals gave me this for Christmas. We have our holiday party. We had it right before I went to Florida, and I took this to Florida with me, and I played a lot of Mahjong when I was in Florida, because it was like 58 degrees. And everywhere I went, people were like, where did you get that cup? And I said, oh, the gals at the shop got it for me. So really, really sweet. Okay. Restocks of a few things from Melissa Loves Needlepoint. This is the lemon luggage tag insert, and this will work in either this pebble blue luggage tag would be fantastic. So cute. And Amy has left a space there for you to add an initial. You could also do it in the silver, which would be really fun. Bryn pulled some matchups for me yesterday, did a great job. We also have this little zipper wallet, so that would also be darling in there. I love it as a wallet. And last but not least, it of course works in the small pop-in pouches from Rachel Berry. So that is a restock of that. We also were restocked with Happy Pills, again 2x3 insert, and Bryn pulled this blue. You could do this in the pink and white and green. You could change your pink stripes to blue stripes if you're super matchy-matchy. I kind of am, so I'm not saying that in a bad way, but either way would be fun. Okay. Also restocked, because we can't seem to keep them around, the Geode Fobs. We have, I should have grabbed this. The blue and white Geode Fob has been restocked. I stitched this as a bracelet for myself, and I'm sorry, I shouldn't be bragging about it because I stitched it, but it's Amy's design. I did it all in metallics and is absolutely gorgeous. So there, and we have these in other colors. The blue and white was my preferred one. I think we also have it in teal, blue and white, teal, pinks, reds, greens, I think. Sorry, Amy, if you're watching, I'm sorry that I'm falling apart on you. And then we also restocked the 13 mesh Ann Fisher Y pattern. So this was also finished as a cup. I can't remember who stitched this one. I'm sorry, one of our fantastic Flossettes stitched this one. Who's this? Anybody know? Anne?
Annie.
Thank you. Anne, who unfortunately fell and broke her hand and is not here today, but this is hers. And we have this in the building in the blue and white, in the green and white, in the beige and white, which this one looks fantastic if you change this all to metallics, black and white and charcoal gray, and orange and red. There we go. So we just perennially sell these. We also can include, it was originally, we've done it as a cuff here. It was originally designed as a key fob, so finished similarly to this, which is the teal version of Amy Pours. But the Y pattern cuffs from Ann Fisher, we also can send you a monogram chart that would go on here as well. So just keep in mind, anytime you put an initial on anything like this, it's going to become a key fob. This first like inch of your stitching on either side might be 1.5 inches. I always have to double check myself. No, it's about 1 inch, is covered. So you need to put any initials down far enough that they are not covered in the finishing process. So that's that. Back to a couple self-finishing things. I got restocked from my friend Pat at Needle Crossings. This is, I'm surprised Emily hasn't stitched this yet. It's one of the few cardinals she hasn't stitched. Cardinal insert. This would be great in the air tag fob from Planet Earth. One side is designed to hold an air tag. The other side, of course, is for your needlepoint. So we've got the navy air tag in. Would look great with the cardinal. Navy air tag would also be fantastic with a bee because Emily might like her cardinals, but I like my bees, and I think this one's darling. There is a dragonfly with a purple fob. This is just the regular fobs that can be used as decor. This key ring can come out or be left on it, your choice. But that darling little, let me get my board because this one's hard to see. It is a really cute little dragonfly. And then we have a monarch butterfly and this kind of burnt orange fob, which I think looks fantastic together. I love having these around for just in my stash in case like all of a sudden it's like, oh, I forgot about Aunt Sue's birthday, and you can whip them up. This is a design I hadn't had before, and I had a customer ask me to order 4 of them for her, this little hummingbird. And once I saw it, I'm like, oh, how did I miss this one? But that looks fantastic with the aqua fob. And really great. Speaking of which, just a little reminder, if you see something on unboxing, you're like, wait, why are you showing that? I ordered that. Typically, if I have orders for a customer, and I'll add some on for the shop. So when the dragonfly came in for, can't remember who I ordered it for, I'm sorry. That will be rung up for her today. And then we will also ring up anything from unboxing. Also, you may not see something rung up from unboxing that you asked for, because if we were requested to have more than we have in stock, I don't know how many extra hummingbirds I had, but let's say I only had 1 extra hummingbird, then I'll go back to my artist and reorder, and then we will send them to you when they arrive. So that's kind of like the life cycle of our ordering around here. So hopefully that helps. We're really doing our best with email, but it is really hard to keep up with email. So I'm trying to share these things to answer your questions proactively, so you don't have to ask us questions afterwards. But of course, always feel free to reach out if you have questions.
What did you call a needle binder Bohemian Blue?
No, I think that's what it's called on the website though. That's the one that I love, the floral one, isn't?
Oh.
I think that's what Anne was talking about when
Okay.
she said that.
Okay.
Okay, also from Needle Crossings, a restock. She was the one who does those little inserts. A restock of the Rockefeller tree. This is just classic Christmas. If you've ever spent any time in New York, it's fantastic. Also, one of my other favorite designs from her is this hydrangea branch. I love this and how I want to see this done. As a matter of fact, when I was in Florida, I saw a couple of ladies carrying around their circular rattan bags with their needlepoint on it, and I was like, look at me, do you recognize me? Kidding. But it was so cute to see this out in the wild, and how good would that hydrangea piece be on there? I know you can pick up these bags a lot of places. This is $87. I've had a cheap version of these that has ruined all my clothes, and I threw it out because the lower end ones tend to be really rough and they will snag your clothes. So we have a couple of these around here, and they're really nice. They are lined in this black and white, maybe in white gingham. And I just think with this hydrangea bush on it, a hydrangea branch on it, it would be just so fantastic. So that's that. Then got a restock from my friends at Whip Stitch. I love these little topiaries. And as I was looking at it yesterday, I'm like, what would I do with these topiaries? Like, I would love to stitch them, but I was trying to think like what the finish would be, which is how I think about that.
Great idea.
So I said to Bryn, I think we have a really good frame with this. So this is the lemon topiary. I'm going to show you all of them first, and then I'll show you the options. This is the poinsettia topiary, and this is the love topiary. Is this perfect for this week or what? And any one of these would look fantastic. I always have to gear up to pick up these frames. In our enamel and bamboo frame. I mean, come on, how cute would that be stitched and put in there, like on an entry table, in your living room? Just so pretty. So we love these frames. I think we have a couple left. Do we have a pink one left? I don't know if we have pink left.
No.
I think the pink's gone. We just have navy left.
Yeah.
Navy's probably the
Seen
most
it in a
useful.
while.
But even like this Valentine's one in the navy looks so good. But Brian also said not everyone's going to necessarily want that big frame. Of course, she's right. And she's like, look at how perfectly they fit in. I'm going to do it this way. They just fit in these acrylic coasters. So you could do a set of these. And there are more than these. This is what she had in stock right now. But there are more of these. And they would be really cute as 4-inch coaster inserts. So, love that. There we go on there. Okay, now we're down to our canvases that have been restocked. Also from Whip Stitch, we do have a retreat coming up the beginning of March, so I'm trying to stock up on some Michigan-centric things. So this is the Michigan stamp. This comes included with a stitch guide from Patricia Sohn. Look how talented she is. You guys, small world story. I haven't even told the staff this situation. I'm at dinner in Florida. This man I've just met says to me, and I haven't even reached out to Trisha yet, so if by chance Trisha you're watching, I've been meaning to reach out to you. Man sitting next to me, his name's David McLean, says, so I hear you own a needlepoint shop. I've got this friend in Dallas who, sorry, this is a non-stitching man, who has something to do with the needlepoint industry. I wonder if you might know her. And actually he says her wrong first name, but then says Sohn. And I go, do you mean Trisha Sohn? And he's like, yes, I went to college with her husband, and he was my best friend in college. And I was like, that's just so odd that he even knew I owned a needlepoint shop and that he connected the two, even though he had forgotten her first name for a moment. But, it was 9 o'clock at night, and we'd had a couple cocktails, so who knows? Not going to hold that against the man. And we just had a lovely conversation. And, needlework makes the world a little smaller. So, okay. That was kind of fun. From my friend Maggie, I'll tell you the rest of the story. Remind me to tell you the rest of the story when we're done. My friend Maggie at Love MHB. This one is, let's hope he has his name on it, Barnaby. I can't keep the nutcracker straight. This is the 4-inch round 13 mesh Barnaby. Then a restock of some of the coffee drinks she does, flat white. I don't drink coffee, so I don't even know what some of these mean. An espresso, and then her 13 mesh angel. How sweet is she? She does have red hair, but it'd be easy to change her hair color if your angel needs to have a brunette or blonde hair color. A 6x3 insert. This is the kind of holiday fair isle, but it's very subtle. I think it's more like wintry rather than holiday. Really good 13 mesh. And then, oh boy, do you remember his name, Emily?
No.
Okay.
Might be Barnaby. I don't know. It's
not
one of
Barnaby.
the originals.
Not Barnaby, because I just identified
Yeah.
Barnaby. That's the only reason. We're gonna call him the red and green nutcracker. I can't keep all their names straight. They always have cute names. And then the winter tic-tac-toe. We're all kind of, maybe we're not all. I'm kind of hoping winter's coming to a close, but this is fantastic. Would be a fantastic
It's gonna be in
pillow.
the 50s next week, they're saying.
I'm so happy. The ice on our roof will melt, Liz.
I know, we do need that dang ice to melt.
The guy, we
It
had
was on the news last night. It was like ice damming, a major problem. I'm like, tell me
it
about
has
it.
been. I was trying to solve ice dam problems from Florida, which was a little tricky, but I got it done. From Jennifer Velez, this is the Ralph Christmas mug. So cute. Of course, Mothership. Some people were asking me about my sweater, my J. Crew sweater. Here we go. Here's the J. Crew storefront. Love Princess Diana and her classic black sheep sweater. She's so fantastic. I just adore that era. The travel stand-up, this piece seems like it should fit in a passport case. It is a little too big for a passport case, so please don't purchase this to put as a passport case insert. But I think it would be a fantastic little stand-up or a small pillow for a world traveler. 13 mesh from Alice Peterson. Again, kind of ramping up on Michigan themes. This is from my friend Chrissy Johnson at the Gingham Stitchery. Welcome to Michigan. This is our state sign as you drive into our fantastic peninsula of Michigan. We have shown this before. My dear friend Terry, that I was able to see when I was in Florida, stitched this for me, I think 2 Christmases ago. And this is the Christmas Girl from Gayla Elliott. And this is back in the building. So if you're interested in stitching this, it is here. Another new release. I think it was with Liz or Kelly in their room. I can't remember, but we got a kick out of this one. I will read it to you because I know if you're watching on Instagram, it is backwards, but it says, I'm going to say darn because again, I'm always worried preschoolers are watching. Darn you, Needlepoint. I have stuff to do. So the Needlepoint is calling. She's sitting on her porch thinking, oh, I should be doing something else, but stitching away, and I feel like that's kind of my life. So, couple restocks from my friend Diane at Pepperberry. I always hesitate to say this. Good Jewel. Am I saying it right? Good Jewel.
Sounds close
Something
enough.
like Swedish, correct? I hope.
Yeah.
Danish, Swedish, one of those upper eastern countries. I'm showing my ignorance right now. So Scandinavian of some sort.
That'll
Saving
cover
me.
'em all.
This darling polar bear, I think this was a new release at Market. I believe this is an 8x8 on 13 mesh. Oh, good thing I measured in case anyone was going to fact check me. It is 7x7 on 13 mesh.
She's a polar spy.
So cute.
That's very cute.
Oh, just love it. Again, restocks from Amy Poor. I'm not going to show that one because I need that one for something else. The bag charm with the turkey on it. If Liz hasn't taken this one home, she needs to with all her friends in her backyard. The Mr. and Mrs. Hart.
I love that one.
So pretty.
Great design.
The boy mom. Do you know, Liz, that Kaylee's getting married on the 28th?
I
this
am
month.
going to plead the 5th.
She just came out.
Yeah. Happy Easter.
I may have
this
had an
is-
inkling of some of the plans, but that's all I can say.
Well, then that's good because I'm supposed to be planning it and there really are no plans, but that's another story.
I did encourage some things.
Well, right now, one of the things she's supposed to be asking you and Kelly is where to go to get her hair done. So she tried to go to my gal, which opts out Kelly because
I
go the same way.
got it.
So,
she can-
anyway,
she can go
we
to my
digress.
girl.
The Chocolate Bunny Trio, Happy Easter, as well as the Carrot Trio, Happy Easter, Happy 4th. This little 18 mesh sign. 1 stitch, 2 sips. Sounds like many of our stitch nights.
Not much stitching.
Lots
lot
more
of stitching.
chatting and sipping. Tired as a mother. Kelly stitched this and put it in a pillow a couple years ago. So good. Amy has a great way with script, etc. Needlepoint Goddess. Love this. Audrey shopping. The lemon insert we showed earlier, it is also available as a fob or a bookmark or a cuff, however you want to do it. And this is the Lemons on Gingham fob, Lemons on Blue fob. This is the Lemons on Gingham frame. And what I love is that Amy has planned it so it can go vertically or horizontally. Either way will work. Beautiful frame. It also looked really good as if you wanted to have it done as a welcome sign. I could have my custom painter put in, please come in, or welcome, something like that as well. the peppermint frame. Amy highlighted this a little bit ago on her Instagram page with a fantastic background stitch. The duck lovey has been brought back in stock. We also have the rabbit lovey and the pink and the blue bear. I feel like there's one more. Bear,
Bunny.
duck.
There's, yeah, that's right.
a-
There's two
okay,
bears.
yeah, so that's what I'm
pink
thinking
and a
for.
blue.
Okay, a newer designer to us. I love her things. Of course, I love a good bunny. So look at this little blue bunny egg with those pink and white bunnies. Absolutely couldn't be any cuter. I believe it's about 4 inches tall.
very much
Talking of Kaylee, I had to order this.
Yes, that's
Kaylee has a
hilarious.
thing for
Right.
raccoons, and this is the birthday bandit. It is on 13 mesh, and oh my god, like, I hope I ordered an extra one so I can take one for her.
I
'cause
think
it
you
is so
did,
cute.
Melissa.
So cute. And then look how sweet this could be. A bag tag. This could be an ornament. This could be applicated a number of things as a floral bouquet. Oval. And then for those of you that want something to go around the house on the birthday, make a wish. This is on 13 mesh. It is a little bigger, but I think it is the perfect stash buster. When we 12 by 8. When I was at market last time, it was Amy Poor's birthday, and Kathy Billstrom shows up at a restaurant with us, and she's carrying this bag, and I'm like, well, she doesn't know Amy all that well. Like, why does she have this giant gift for Amy? I mean, Kathy has a heart of gold. I was like, I wouldn't have surprised me, but it was actually a birthday stand-up that she has had, I think she said, for like 30 years, and every time she goes out for someone's birthday, she brings it and it goes in front of the birthday person at the table, which I thought was so sweet. So this could be a stand-up, this could be a pillow, and I just would love to see it. You could stitch this all, but if you could make a wish and then just stash die for all of these candles, oh my gosh, it's so fantastic. Really, really fun. And then Easter is coming up. You guys know I love a good Easter canvas. Kelly Clark has these fantastic bunny silhouettes, and these are usually done as stand-ups. I said to Bryn, do me a favor and go and pick out tails for these. Look at this little, I mean, that purple fur pom just really makes this rabbit come to life with just that little accessory. So again, this could probably be a stash buster. I might do the butterflies all in sparkles and maybe do the background and any white you've got. But this is the butterfly bunny. Blah, too many bees. Then we have the rose garden bunny. And this is, I've seen this done with all sorts of ribbon work, but I've also seen it done just stitched in basket weave, and either way is gorgeous. And we put a little white bunny tail on there, a little white fur pom. So sweet. Kelly Clark is such talent. And this is the rose trellis bunny, that aqua background, and then Bryn picked out this darling little pink tail. I mean, I know it's just a little thing, but that little, I think these are $4 or whatever, and they just like make it perfect. And people have asked me before, how do you put these on? There's like a little like knob in the middle, and a beading needle will go right through it, and you just tack it on, and it is just the perfect accoutrement. So if the silhouette bunnies aren't your thing, maybe some of these eggs will be. This is the lady bunny egg. And then don't worry, she has her friend, the gentleman bunny. And again, I've seen these done simple basket weave. I've seen them done with all sorts of ribbon work. You mean the Bella and Edward that we could get done, Liz? Is that what you mean?
One of my friends, they live with me.
We are going to get back to them. We are. Okay, so I kind of went crazy on Easter eggs because we showed some finished, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I'm like, how do we have no Easter eggs from Kelly in the shop? So this is the sheep. It has a little Mackenzie Child vibe to it, I think.
And they had almost all of them in stock, so we got a lot.
Here are the 2 chicks. I know, and honestly, these days when things are in
Good.
stock, I buy up because so
Yep.
this, I mean, I don't want to sound like a doomsdayer, but there's days where I'm like, our industry is broken. I can't get stretcher bars. I can't get bulk needles. I can't get blank canvas. So yes, the negative side when I'm having a bad day is the industry is broken. The good days, I'm like, it is booming, and this is great that we can't get stuff. So when I see things in stock, I just grab them up. So here is the Easter basket. These are all the same size and the same series. And this is the bunny pair. Okay, you know what I've decided, Liz, is this board isn't too heavy. It's just too big with my one eye. I'm having a hard time seeing around it.
Like it.
Well, I
But
can't.
it's what we got.
My one eye, I can't see around it.
I
These
know,
eggs
I
are a
know
little
yours are
smaller.
like
I
that.
think
I know her.
Well, it doesn't look
it's okay.
nice.
We're
No,
fine.
she
We're
wants
fine.
a little one.
We're
I'm
fine.
telling you.
Um, How is this? This is the brown goat. So cute.
That is Cornelia the kid.
I was trying to remember the names. Do you remember her name?
No, I don't. I remember
We're
the
gonna
other
call
one
this
for
a
some
white.
reason.
Is this a white lamb or a white goat?
It's a white lamb.
White lamb. So brown goat, white lamb. I'll get it straight. Sorry.
Is it a white lamb or a white goat?
Well, this is a white bunny.
Well, of
She's so
course.
One
cute.
of his like petunia
Oh my
petals or
God.
something.
They have the cutest names. We got new tags for our POS system, and the names don't print anymore, which makes me sad. The gray bunny, all in their Easter hats, so good. And then let's see, I have these couple canvases are interesting because they come in just a blue and white version as well as a pink and green version. And they are the exact same canvas, but they look so differently. So here is the pink and green bunny egg. I mean, these are so sweet, you guys. I can't stand it. But if you want something a little simpler, look at the blue and white. So exact same canvas, blue and white, pink and green. So good. And then same with the lamb or the sheep, whichever you want to call it. We have it in the pink and green version or the blue and white. And I was on Kelly's website and I was like, well, I can't decide which color. And usually when I can't decide, then I'm like, well, I'll just get them both. Because I think that these speak to two different people. And I couldn't decide which I liked better. So pink and green lamb or blue and white lamb.
And unfortunately, last bunny egg is not going to work as a descriptor because there's like.
Oh, yes. Please be
500
super specific about what you want. Because I thought I said this at the beginning, but maybe people join late. The last thing you show doesn't tell us anything because poor Liz is over there scribing as fast as she can, and she's probably a couple minutes behind, which is amazing that she's only a couple minutes behind. So thank you for pointing that out, Emily. This is the strawberry egg with the bee on it. Yes, there are still more eggs. We're going to call this the sugar egg. Is that what these things are called?
Yeah.
Sugar egg with the bunny in it. Very classic. Oh, so pretty. And you can always tell, like, Kelly, she told me at one point, I interviewed her for the Pointing Out podcast years ago, and I said, I feel like because of your stitching background and your graphic art background that you plan for stitches when you design. And she says, no, I don't. But innately, I think she does, because I am sure this background stitch, you will find a perfect stitch to fit into that background. The bunny we saw earlier that had all the rosary on it, if you didn't want to do the shaped bunny, here's the same design in an egg, so the floral egg. And then we have a couple Asian inspired, how am I going to differentiate these?
That one's number 91
I'm just
or
calling them
80,
nines?
89 and 91.
Okay, there's two canvases that are Asian inspired with pagodas. This is number 89. And then I will show you number 90. So 90 is in the hand that I'm tapping. 89 is in this hand, and I know it shows backwards, so I'm not going to give you left and right and left, who's right, I don't know. So number 90, number 89. So they are both pretty, and so maybe someone's going to say both blue and white pagoda eggs. How about that? And then the egg I showed earlier with the strawberries and the bee, it's also available with a blue background. And I'm going to go back to the one with the white background, just so you can see how the color, same exact canvas, again, different colors. So the strawberry egg with the blue background, this is the original strawberry egg I showed you. So we are covered in Easter now, and no one makes better Easter canvases than Kelly Clark, in my opinion. If you like her style, they're fantastic. So, whew, did it all. I did it all. So we are, like I said, still working on getting the Gallentine's things out the door. Many of you will want to send us an email to say, please combine my packages. I'm going to do another public service announcement. We always try to combine packages. Believe me, we want to save you money on shipping. I would much rather have you spending money on my products than money on my shipping. And it also makes life easier for us. So we always try to combine shipping. So don't worry about that. You might get charged shipping today. You might have gotten charged shipping on Tuesday. If both packages are still in the building, we match them up. We refund one of your shipping charges. So we do a really good job with that, so don't worry about having to send us a message about that. If you're not on file with us, please send us a DM with your real life name, your address, your email address, and your phone number, and then give us a call with your payment information, and we'll get you on file and we'll take care of your order from there. If for any reason we don't have your credit card on file, we will send you an invoice. And things are moving so fast and furious around here. We really, like anything that was claimed today, we will invoice by the end of the day. And we really ask you to watch your email box for that invoice tonight or tomorrow morning and get that paid. Because after 24 hours, we kind of have to go on to the next person. So we really need you to help us out with that. That also really helps out with combined shipping. I know some people will order something online and then we'll invoice something. And again, we will refund the shipping if we can combine them. But if you don't pay your invoice and your other order goes out the door, we can't combine your shipping, right? So that is all. Any other PSAs I need, ladies? Did I cover our territory today?
Give us a little bit of
Yes.
time, a little
And
bit
as
of
always, we sit down, we audit the orders. It takes us probably until about 12:30 to get through the order, audit, etc. Are you still ringing up Tuesday? We are, Deb. We are still ringing up just a few things. We were trying to get the love kits rung up first, but that's why Kelly is not helping us this morning, because she is focused on that. So how do we know the price? That is a tricky question because we can't go through the pricing of everything I've shown you today. Everything that I've shown you today will go live on our website, usually the night of unboxing. So if you saw something you like today and you really want a price, send us a DM and we're happy to give you that, of course. But everything will be fully transparent on the website tonight. But due to the fast and furious nature of unboxing, I can't say the price of every single thing I show, or we'd be here for 5 hours. So hopefully that answers the question. But again, if you want to DM us, instead of shipping, can we just add in the DM to request pickup? Always, yes. Let us know in a DM if you're gonna pick up locally. One thing I didn't say is if you are on file and you have multiple addresses, some people have a winter address, a summer address, please let us know which address we're shipping to. I did forget that. I don't know what else. I'm always forgetting something. So trying to do our best we can around here. So thank you all. I appreciate you. And Liz and Kelly will be back next Tuesday with whips, and I will be back next Thursday with unboxing. So see you all then. Thanks. Bye.